this one plays out. Very, very, very competitive game here. Couldn't ask for a better one to close out day one with.
Yeah, definitely. This is going to be our last final match for today, guys. If you just joined, it is going to be Zouloux against RevzCards. One of these guys is really looking forward to winning this match in order to advance into the top 8 tomorrow. Now, RevzCards with Tri-Brigade starting things off. Looks like Zouloux doesn't have Maxi, and he will be able to show us some Tri-Brigade combos that we haven't really got the chance to seeing already.
Interesting, yeah. Of course, we actually didn't see too much from the Tri-Brigade side of things when we saw RevzCards play earlier.
Yeah.
On the other hand, the Pendulum Magicians, much like Zouloux himself here, seem to be having a great time today.
Yeah. And as we saw earlier, Zouloux is on Pendulum, a really powerful deck that has a lot of different plays.
Yeah.
And what I really like today especially is that our players were relying on different decks and different strategies. We have seen some cards being summoned multiple times, such as the Axis Code Toka. I think that was maybe the most summoned card this weekend and the most powerful one.
So this is actually branded Tri-Brigade, by the way, so
yeah,
sit back and enjoy.
Yeah, we have seen actually our players splashing some engines into their decks, which I think is very good, especially with Schattenspieler, which is playing the Cyber Dragon branded deck. And we saw how powerful the deck was, because basically it went all the way to tomorrow with a very, very solid record. And here, once again, we are going to be seeing a very good start from the Tri-Brigade with the branded sword being chained.
Yeah, the Tri-Brigade deck here, of course, looking to set up accordingly.
Yeah.
Zouloux just sat back watching. I'm expecting a lot of things from this Pendulum Magician deck again. Just gonna. Well, I think both of these decks do excel at kind of flooding the field with copious amounts of monsters. So at the end of the day, we should be looking at two very, very formidable kind of lines of monsters facing off against each other in this field.
And now the Kit and the Nerval got Link summoned for the Baron Blossom. A lot of things going on at the moment for RevzCards. For sure, he is looking for the Tri-Brigade Revolt, which is very powerful, especially during your opponent's turn, in which you're able to Link summon the Omen, which is one of the most powerful Link monsters that the deck has.
Yeah.
Looks like RevzCards continues to extend even further his combo, and looks like Zouloux doesn't have anything at the moment going on.
Five Pendulum monsters in hand, no doubt.
And what I really like also here is that RevzCards go for the Ancient Warrior Soul and the Anaconda as well. Something that you don't really see quite often in a deck like this, and indeed Zouloux might be wondering, wasn't this a Tri-Brigade deck? But the branded cards are in here, helping him out to this final match for today. And this basically gives you
Mirror Jade, the Ice Blade Dragon.
Exactly. It is very powerful. And this is very solid stuff from RevzCards, because now sets 1 and pass to Zouloux. Most likely, let's see if is done, and he is.
Now it's Zulu's turn, and we're expecting the standard kind of set the pendulum scale and then see where we go from there.
Let's see Zouloux what he picks up. Zouloux is now taking some time. I think it makes sense. You don't really want to make any mistake. It's not easy, of course, to get rid of this field, especially because the Mirror Jade is there alongside with the Ancient Warrior, which is basically can bounce back a card of your opponent's side of the field. Now he's going to activate the first scale. And he goes now with doing the first cause. He goes with the Duelist Alliance. He will go add one card from his deck. Let's hope he does not activate the Mirror Jade here.
What does he grab from his deck here? Is it the corresponding opposite side of the pendulum scale, or is it something else?
I think he might be going for the Time Pendulum Graph as well.
Okay.
Okay, no, he gets the Duel Iris Magician, which makes me think that he might be holding, for example, he has a Wisdom Magician.
Not bad.
If RevzCards activates the Mirror Jade here, he knows that Zouloux has a scale 8 in his hand, and he will be left with 2 cards in hand. I think it's okay. He still can wait for his opponent to extend a little bit. Maybe here he will go for the Off Dragon most likely, or the Purple Poison. It is the Purple Poison. I think he is really waiting for, let's say, a real threat, I would say. He just wants to place cards as okay, but here he activates the Ancient Warrior's Oath, so that he will not resolve the Star Pendulum Graph.
Okay, and with Star Pendulum Graph not resolving, what does that mean for Zouloux? What's his game plan now?
So now he might be Pendulum Summoning, but RevzCards, we have to remember that he has the Mirror Jade on the field. I think he will not honestly activate it right now on either one of the scales. Zouloux is considering, if that's the case, to Pendulum Summon. He is thinking about that, and he's going for the Pendulum Summon. Is he going for 3 monsters? Yes, 3 monsters.
4.
Ooh, 4. Okay.
Okay.
All of them.
Talk to me, Alberto. Tell me a bit about these 4 monsters that are now on Zoulou's side of the field.
So basically the Pendulum Sorcerer here, he gets to search after getting rid of the Purple Poison for sure, and also the other scale, 2 fresh cards from his deck. He gets rid of the Purple Poison, and then he will be able to trigger his effect. Now he searches for the Performable Cool Acrobat Joker, and here indeed he is able to activate the Purple Poison Magician on the Mirror Jade. Now RevzCards has very good interaction. The Mercurier protecting the Mirror Jade from being destroyed, and I think this was very well played by RevzCards, so he still can hold on to his Mirror Jade's effect. is still now Zouloux really needs to think about how to get rid of the Mirror Jade, because if he goes for the Electrolyte, then he will lose it straight away.
Yeah.
And now he goes with normal summoning the Joker.
Yeah, the Performer Power Skullcrabat Joker, of course, very, very formidable.
Yeah. He gets the Oath Dragon Magician that he will be able to later on get back one of his extra deck Pendulum monsters. I think the Wisdom Eye Magician might be. He has the Purple Poison, he gets the Purple Poison back.
So Revs now, is he worried, would you say, or are you still thinking that Zouloux is the one that needs to make the proactive play?
I think RevzCards is basically pushing Zouloux to force him activating the Mirror Jade, in a sense that he's not really taking the action, he's just passing the ball, let's say, to Zouloux, and he's just waiting for him to make his plays, and then after that he will consider if activating or not the Mirror Jade. Let's see what Zouloux decides to go for, and he's Electromite.
Yeah, Heavy Metal Flow Selection might, of course, being that go-to Link monster for the Pendulum Magician deck. Where do we go from here, however?
Okay. Now he goes for the Mirror Jade. Okay, he gets the Electromite banished. Still, Electromite will activate, but I think Zouloux will once again do what he did at his best, which is copying one of the monster's effect with the Supreme King Dragon Venom. I think he could either go for copying his opponent's Mirror Jade, which is something that I like, honestly.
Very interesting. And with that copied effect, how do you think Zouloux proceeds here?
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't seem super happy, to be honest, but I think that anyways, he can get rid of the Mirror Jade. But indeed, I think that Zouloux was thinking that he might have sent any monster from the extra deck, while indeed the Mirror Jade sends only specific ones.
Tri-Brigade Revolt, do you get Shrag the Ominous Dawn, or?
Here with the Tri-Brigade Revolt, you will be getting a huge advantage out of this, because basically, as we were mentioning before, now RevzCards will be able to link summon into the Omen. Let's see him in action. Here he is.
Yes, sorry, Shrag the Ominous Omen.
Yeah. And now he gets to chain the Nerval and search for the kit. Now the Omen will activate his effect to get rid of the Starving Venom, and now play is back to RevzCards. Very unfortunate for Zouloux, that really tried to come back into this game fighting at his best. Still not much now with the kit for RevzCard. It summons another piece, the Omen gets activated, and with this on the field goes Battle Phase to seal game 1.
RevzCards claiming game 1 in this best of 3 and taking a good step towards securing his place in that knockout bracket.
Very well played by RevzCards, we have to say. Zouloux tried to fight back into the game. It was not an easy one, especially because how RevzCards started. I think he might have gone maybe something different with the Appaloosa. For example, I think he could have done something different. Still, I think with the Mirror Jade on the field, there was a lot of actions going on, as well as the ancient Oath Warrior. Still, let's see who start first. If RevzCards or Zouloux. And wow,
Rescue
RevzCards
Cat.
starting us with Rescue Cat.
Mm-hmm.
Ash Blossom.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But the cross-out
Oh.
designator. Wow.
He really wants that Rescue
Wow.
Cat to resolve.
Yeah, but the one and only cross-out designator is there. And here the Rescue Cat will resolve. This might be huge, honestly. He gets to resolve, brings back 2 Tri-Brigade monsters on the field.
Mm-hmm.
He goes for the Link Summon. I think he will go for the Blossom. There it is. It will activate.
And if you're Zouloux here,
Yeah, I mean, I will not be happy, especially because you get the chance to see the Ash Blossom, but your opponent had the one and only copy of Crossout Designator.
yeah.
Very unfortunate. Still, RevzCards might be going for a lineup play that could be similar for the one we saw in Game 1.
Yeah, of course, Tri-Brigade Shuraig, the Ominous Omen, really is a powerful finisher.
Yeah.
Maybe we see it earlier this time around.
Yeah.
Ah, and then we remember that the branded component of this deck is still fairly formidable in and of itself.
Yeah, it is very powerful indeed, especially because like you have many different plays and many different options as well. And also gets the Mercurier to protect, as we saw before, one of his monsters in case he will have a Mirror Jade on the field being summoned. Let's see if RevzCards here tries something else. He is considering it. He goes for another Link Summon. We might be seeing another Ancient Warriors of being Link Summoned. Let's see if that will be the case. He goes for the Anaconda.
Yep, and that is presumably going to send the branded fusion and bring out another.
I think he might go, yeah, Branded Fusion for sure, and then special summoning the Mirror Jade once again.
Yeah.
He goes for another fusion summon, and here comes once again the Mirror Jade. Very well played by him, which also gets the Tri-Brigade Revolt. We have seen that with the Mercurier in hand, he will be able to protect eventually the Mirror Jade, and with the Tri-Brigade being set, now play is back to Zouloux. Let's see if Zouloux finds his own way to deal with this. He starts things off very well with the Performance Plus Callback Joker. He now goes with the Mercurier that will negate the Joker.
Very difficult situation for Zouloux to navigate himself out of now.
Yeah.
And of course, Revz has now set up for the Tri-Brigade Revolt in the later stages of this turn.
Yeah. Especially because basically he will get rid of one card with the Tri-Brigade Revolt that will be bringing the Omen on the field, and then with the Mirror Jade it will be banish another card. So basically Zouloux is playing with 2 cards virtually. Let's say. Here comes the Purple Poison Magician being activated as a scale. Let's see if he goes with the Wisdom Eye Magician.
So if Zouloux is only playing with 2 cards, and he's already used 2 for his Pendulum Scales.
Honestly, I might be considering using the Mirror Jade on the Wisdom Eye Magician.
Okay. does not seem to be the case so far.
Okay, he still decides to go with the same lineup of game 1. I think he might be saying, I won game 1 with this strategy. Let me just stick into it.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, I think, okay, there will be the pendulum summon. It is not found from over here, because basically now with the sorcerer he will destroy the purple poison, and but he has the effect Veiler. Wow, I mean, I was not expecting this to happen, because if he didn't have the effect Veiler, basically he was forcing you to activate the mirror gel, because otherwise it would have been destroyed by the purple poison.
Yeah.
And with the effect Veiler, basically now Zouloux is left with very few solutions, because once he will be summoning the Electrolyte, RevzCards might be using the Mirror Jade on it, as we saw previously. And then there's the Tri-Brigade Revolt that is ready to being activated. Very good stuff from RevzCards, that I think calculating everything in details for this game.
Zouloux thinking about what to do. This could be his final game of the tournament.
He really is, with this back against the wall, really needs to find a way to deal with this very, very powerful field from RevzCards. Honestly, the effect Veiler hurt a lot.
Yeah, you have to imagine. Then again, it never really feels good when someone uses effect Veiler on you.
Yeah. We can see indeed that Zouloux is thinking deeply about this. He doesn't want to make mistakes for sure. Again, it's not easy. There's the Mirror Jet alongside with Tri-Brigade Revolt being set from RevzCards. What can Zouloux do? It's not easy. Of course, he's thinking about that, but there's not, let's say, a specific lineup to go for. This might be his last turn of the event, so it's just taking some time more to consider his options.
Still thinking. Oh.
Okay, he goes for the Goddess.
Yep, Underworld
again,
Goddess of
we
the
have
Closed
already
World.
This card. He's really trying to be still, you know, stick to this game. It's not easy, of course, with the Goddess. He's still trying, you know. Let's see what Zouloux. It really depends also on the last Rev's set card, honestly, because we didn't really get the chance to seeing what he has.
Yeah.
I think Zouloux is passing back to RevzCards. Does RevzCard have impermanence? And it does. And it does. And we know the remaining card, which is the Tri-Brigade Revolt, where we will soon be seeing. Here it is, indeed.
Yep. Shuraig, the ominous omen.
It will make his appearance very soon. Very good stuff from RevzCards here. He had, I think, the perfect lineup, the Effect Veil alongside with the Infinite Impermanence, the Tri-Brigade Revolt, and here comes the Ominous Omen. He gets to banish one card on the field, gets the Tri-Brigade Keys effect as well.
Yep.
And very well played by RevzCards because he gets to banish the purple poison, especially because during the end phase he will get the effect of the Mirror Jade being sent to the graveyard this turn, and then he will get rid of the Goddess as well. Will RevzCards be able to close this game right now in this turn? Let's see. He goes for the kit. He will activate soon his effect to link summon another Tri-Brigade monsters. He goes for 3. This is 6,000 damage, still not enough.
Oh.
What is he going for? And
Access
you
code
already
talker.
know. Access code talker being summoned on the field.
And that is 8,300 damage, and that is RevzCards advancing out of this group.
Very well played by RevzCards, we have to say. Congratulations to Zouloux as well for showing us the Pendulum deck so far this weekend. RevzCards advancing with 2 wins and 1 loss.
Really great final game. Couldn't have hoped for a better one.
And your winner of this final
Let's jump
duel of
into it.
today is RevzCards, everybody! Right, Ryan, come over with me. We're going to go for a quick chat. You know how this thing all goes. It's always the same. We're always having to chat to the duelists who win. Ugh, what a chore. Anyway, congratulations, RevzCards. That's the first time I've interviewed you today about these kind of things.
My first win on a feature.
Your first win on a feature.
Yeah.
That was pretty decisive. Let's just go through that. Zouloux struggled around your Mirror Jade a lot in game 1.
Yep.
Got Omen out to that game 1. Game 2, it was pretty similar. Built the Mirror Jade, you effect Valen and stopped Zouloux in his tracks. Zouloux went into Goddess, wiping the field. Looked like a pretty bad moment. So in that moment, what were you thinking? Or were you already
I knew I had the imperm.
Okay.
So I could affect it, but then I forgot I negated the effect, so I thought I revolted into it, and it would be able to negate it if I hadn't impermed it.
I see. You're going to have to talk into your mic.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but I impermed it, so it was fine.
All fine. And then into Ominous Omen, cleared the Goddess, and into that access.
That's what I like about the deck. It's
great.
access code Shureg, that's game.
It was game,
Yeah.
and congratulations, because that has meant that you have gone into the final, because that was your bubble match, wasn't it?
It was indeed. It was
Very
indeed.
exciting, this, so that means you're going to be part of this tomorrow. Going to be interesting to see how you guys fare. We're going to be interested to see all the people, because we're about to show you guys exactly who has won in those and who's come top in the groups. But congratulations, RevzCards. I hope you feel that you've had a good old long day of dueling.
It has been a long day.
And it's now come to an end with a decisive victory for yourself, taking you into